Hi, I'm Sabrina, the founder of Forest and Flow and a certified Shinrin-Yoku guide here in Whistler. Before we begin, I want to give you an overview of what Shinrin-Yoku, or forest bathing, is all about.
The words are of Japanese origin. Shinrin means forest and Yoku means bath. When used together, the phrase Shinrin-Yoku means bathing in the forest or taking in the forest atmosphere with all of your senses. You may have also heard it called forest bathing or forest therapy before, but no matter the name, the practice is the same and it's basically just spending mindful time in nature. The practice originated in Japan in 1982 as an effort to encourage people living in dense urban centers during the 80s tech boom to find healing and happiness so that they would in turn want to protect and look after the forests. However, what they began to discover was that Shinrin-Yoku was even more beneficial than they had ever anticipated. In 2004, Dr. King Lee helped found the Forest Therapy Study Group and began researching the link between forests and human health. Him and his team were able to scientifically prove that forest bathing can boost the immune system, increase energy levels, decrease anxiety, depression and anger, reduce stress, and bring about a state of relaxation. Today, we also know that spending mindful time in nature can improve focus, lower blood pressure, improve mood, heighten vitality, and lower levels of sadness and hostility, enhance memory performance, and increase blood flow to the amygdala, as well as improve cardiovascular and metabolic health. The healing power of the forest is complex. However, there's a measurable component called phytoncides, which are essential oils the trees infuse into the air, which helps protect them from disease, insects, and fungus. When we breathe in these phytoncides, they increase our number of natural killer cells, which boosts our immune system and helps our bodies fight disease. The effects of a single forest bathing session have been reported to last as long as 30 days afterwards. It makes sense, because as humans, we evolved for millions of years living in nature, and only in the last several hundred have we moved to live in urban environments. That's only 0.1% of our existence that we have not lived in nature.
It's time to return back to our very roots. So now that you know why forest bathing is so good for you, let's put it into practice. Before you head out, always make sure to tell somebody where you're going and roughly how long you'll be so that they don't worry. Safety first.
Wear sturdy footwear and bring along some extra layers, a small stool, cushion, or mat if you don't like sitting on the ground, as well as water and snacks.
The entire forest bathing walk should take you at least an hour to complete in order for you to get the most out of the experience. So you'll be moving very slowly.
Find a place in nature, like a trail through the forest or park, with as natural a soundscape as you can find. Beside a river is always a good choice because the moving water is both mesmerizing and provides great background noise. Once you have arrived, find a comfortable place where you can settle in. Stand with your feet planted firmly on the ground and begin by taking a few long and slow, deep breaths. Pay attention to how your body feels, being supported by the earth underneath your feet. Look up at the sky and notice what's above you. Bring your gaze down to see what's all around you. Take another big, deep breath and close your eyes. Focus your attention on the sounds that you can hear around you. What is the farthest away sound that you can hear? What sound is the closest? Try to see if you can hear any patterns or rhythms in the sounds that you are hearing. Exchange a few breaths with the forest and listen to how it responds. Next, open your mouth and take a big breath of fresh air. How does the air taste? Close your mouth, and then for the next breath, stick out your tongue and see if you notice a difference in taste or texture. When you're ready, close your mouth and take a deep breath in through your nose and notice any scents around you. Turn your head to the left and take a sniff. Then to the right. Then up. And finally, down. Did each direction have a different scent? With your eyes still closed, stick your hands out in front of you and pay attention to your skin. Can you feel a breeze? What is the temperature of the air like? Does the air feel different against different parts of your body? Start to turn around slowly in a circle with your eyes still closed and arms still out in front. As you turn, notice how you feel inside and feel into each direction with your body. When you feel like the direction you are facing somehow feels right, stop and ever so slowly start to peel your eyes back open and let the picture in front of you reveal itself as though you're seeing it for the very first time. Now, you're ready to begin your walk. The pace for this walk should be very slow. However slow you think you are walking, try and slow down at least 50% more. When you slow down to forest time, you will be able to notice and see so much more. As you walk, pay attention to anything you see that is in motion. When you see something in motion, take a moment to stop and watch it until it feels right to move on. Continue walking like this for at least 15 minutes. You shouldn't get very far distance-wise, but you should see a lot if you're moving slow enough and really looking closely. Next, take the time to search for and gather materials from the forest floor. You will be using these materials for one of two options. You can either build an earth altar as a tribute, a thank you gift to the forest, or you can decorate a home for one of the animals or spirits that live in the forest. Don't let your age determine which activity you do. Let your heart guide you. Use things that have already fallen on the forest floor and don't pick anything that's alive. Spend at least 15 minutes to gather and design your work of art.
I hope to discover some of your masterpieces on my future walkthrough on Whistler. Now, it's time for our final activity.
Find a tree, any tree, big or small, young or old, healthy or sick, and sit down with it. You can either sit with your back against the trunk or with your body facing towards it. Sit for as long as you can and have a conversation with the tree. Trees have an amazing ability to hear us, even when we aren't speaking aloud. So do whatever feels right to you. We are going to disconnect to reconnect now, so put your phone away and give yourself the chance to really tune in to all the magic that's around you.
Thank you so much for joining me on this forest bathing walk today.